is Ming Min and welcome to my first travel series. We are here at Oslo. So we have just came from the airport and we got a express train flight to get, and now we also bought the Oslo Platz. So this is something that you must get here because it covers almost 30 attractions, 30 museums, and it also covers all your public transportations. We've been up since 2:30 in the morning and now it's almost 12. So we're gonna have our first meal in Oslo. Brygge is known for having the freshest and cheapest fish and chips in Norway. Let's try this. We are now at Bygdoy, Peninsula. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but look at the view around me. Oh my god, it's so crazy. I'm in love. So right now we'll be visiting 3 museums. So they're all really close together. The Fram Museum, and basically it houses the ship named Fram, and the ship was used in 2 polar expeditions, so for both the North Pole and the South Pole. And inside the museum, they show you about the ship, the vessel itself, the rooms inside, as well as some of the equipment they use and some of the technology they use. And then we're going to Kontiki Museum, which is a museum that houses a boat that's made mostly on very indigenous materials to help a Norwegian explorer to travel from Southern America to one of the Polynesian islands. And finally we'll be visiting the Norwegian Culture Museum. So that one's really special and I'm really excited for it. So right now we're visiting the Fjords Museum. I'll show you what is super beautiful is that just the scenery around it. It is like, it's like you are all alone in the woods and it's just breathtaking. So they basically have this concept of an open air exhibition where you can walk in to all these different buildings that they have pulled from all around Norway, and see what is inside, what are the lives of people living inside. A lady actually very kindly opened the church to let us view the inside of the church, and she also explained how this whole cultural museum came to place. It was first collected by King James II, who was the king for Norway and Sweden when they were in a union together, and it was during a nationalistic romanticism period where people wants to preserve the traditions of different cultures around in the Scandinavian countries, and therefore there was this movement to actually have all these different buildings in the same place. And how they actually brought the buildings over were actually they deconstructed in their original location and then carry it over either via sleigh or during winter time to and then rebuild it in their current location now. So we're now at the Vigilant Sculpture Park. As you can see, there are a ton of sculptures around me. There are more than 200 sculptures around this park. All of these sculptures were designed and sculpted by one artist, and his name is Gustav Vigeland, hence the name of the park. the sun in Norway is absolutely beautiful with the scenery. It's just making everything look so magical. Whee! Day 2 in Norway. Let's see. This is where we were staying. Hi Oslo, Harald, Tim. Pretty nice, lovely views around. Bit far from, well, it's like 15 minutes bus ride from city center. Quite affordable. It's around £30 per person per night, as compared to around £50 per person in central Oslo city center. So yeah, I do recommend it, and they also come with a breakfast, which was amazing. It's like a spread of all the Norwegian pâtés, salami. We also tried the brown cheese, which is called brunost. I just think it tasted like cheese, so yeah, although it's made with whey, which is a cheese byproduct. So I've kind of built ourselves a little sample plate. We have some pâté, ham, cheese, salami. This is the brown cheese that I want to try. I don't know what this is, like mustard something. There's some pickled herring, prawns, the caviar, sardine, some vegetables, beets, rice cracker, a rye cracker I think, and a plantain. Breakfast. Feeling full. We're heading back to the city center now, exploring the city center today, and we're going on a Fjord Cruise, so I can't wait. Public ferry that is included in your Oslo Pass, so you can actually come and watch all these islands for free. Awesome view. So you don't really need to buy the Fjord Cruise, which normally probably costs around £30. It's like 350 NOK. You can actually take this public ferry. It's B10, and it stops around different islands, different fjords, and then you basically follow a round trip, so you don't get down. You can, but you don't have to, and it's about 1 hour. So pretty. So for lunch, we ate at a waffle place called Harald's Waffle, and we basically went there because Norway was known to have really thin waffles, which we wanted to try out. And we got a classic combo, which is the waffle, brunost, the brown cheese, and jam and sour cream. And I also got one with ice cream. It's not bad. So as we walk towards our second last stop of the day, here are some of the buildings in the city. We are now here at the Akershus fortress, and it is actually a medieval castle dated back in 1300s. So yeah, and again in the 1800s, it was also used as a castle for defense. and it was used to store military weapons, and now it is the home for Norwegian's armed forces. And you can see the view around me. It oversees the sea, which is really beautiful, and there are also some cannons here. We can head into the castle later on, which will show us some of the interiors of the castle as well, and how the interior design was back in those days. So we're now here at the Munch Museum, and it houses more than 2,600 of Munch artwork. But if you're a bit like me, you're not really into artwork, I still recommend coming into Munch Museum, because you can head up to the 12th floor, or where they have a restaurant, and actually you can see the whole skyline of Oslo city, as well as the bay, the coast. So really recommend coming. Trying hot dog. Must have hot dog. This reminds me of 1901. I'm gonna stop selling it in Malaysia anymore. But yeah, I always loved the cheese hot dog. And that brings us to the end of our trip. Bye bye, Oslo!